10th ranked UCLA has to keep their heads up versus Arizona State. Not because the Bruins are a long shot for the college football playoffs, no. It's because the Sun Devils have reinvented their entire offense in the last couple of weeks. And UCLA could otherwise be in for a big surprise if they don't. Hi, I'm James the Faithful Angelino Sports with a preview of Bruins football versus the Sun Devils in Tempe this weekend. And if you enjoy talking about UCLA, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We do talk UCLA sports here. Now, the reason that I'm doing this video in this particular circumstance, I accidentally deleted that one that I had earlier. That's on me. It's totally my mistake. I had accidentally put the Chargers video in the UCLA playlist. Having said that, the Bruins enter Saturday's game at 7-1. And for the most part, the Bruins have been a portrait of stability, right? Hence being 10th ranked. So you would think that they would face the antithesis of that, a team that would be in complete chaos in Arizona State. There were academic problems that they had. There were recruiting scandals before the season. Because of that, a bunch of assistant coaches were fired. Players just fled the program like it was a sinking ship. I mean, look at USC. One of their starting linebackers came over from that Arizona State debacle. And then Coach Herm Edwards, the man gets fired, allegedly while walking off the field after a game. Even Lane Kiffin thinks that's cold-blooded, right? So you're looking at Arizona State at that point in the year and you're thinking there's just no way that a team that much out of control will be able to hang with UCLA. I mean, you could easily imagine that UCLA could just half-ass it and get the win. USC beat the Devils earlier this year, and I can assure you that was not the Trojans' best effort. Here's why that's wrong. Interim coach Sean Aguano made two critical changes that have been very effective for the Sun Devils. First, he benched quarterback Emory Jones. Now, Emory Jones came to the program as a transfer from Florida. They thought they would have a dual threat as both running and passing, which is what they had with the quarterback that they had previous years. That quarterback left the program, transferred to LSU. Anyway, Jones transfers in, and he simply wasn't that effective. So Aguano held an open competition about 2-3 weeks ago. Trenton Bourquet won the job, and he's been doing very well. Bourquet, he completes 71.5% of his passes. 71.5%. That is a 10% better clip than Jones did in his time at the helm of the offense. Second, the Sun Devils now go up-tempo. They spend maybe 15 seconds from the whistle at the end of the previous play to the snap of the current play. These changes are definitely going to test the Bruins defense, not the least of which you won't be able to make substitutions freely if the Sun Devils are hustling to the line of scrimmage to snap the ball that quickly. They also have a running back that they really like over at Arizona State named Xavier Valade. As a result of these changes, yes, it's true that Arizona State is under 500, but they have won 2 of their last 3 games. And they also beat Washington in that stretch. As you know, they were once a top 25 team. Washington, that is. So the Sun Devils scored 7.1 points per game. And it's probably going to be increased for the remainder of the season. After all, they've gone up tempo with their offense. But while they score a lot of points, you can pass on them. They allow 249 pass yards per game. So don't be surprised if Dorian Thompson-Robinson is the guy who has the terrific game for the Bruins instead of Zach Charbonnet. Don't be surprised if that turns out to be the case. And by the way, if ASU does take an early lead on UCLA and the Bruins have to pass, again, Thompson-Robinson can rally the troops through the air. You can pass on Arizona State. And by the way, the Devils concede at least 4 touchdowns per game. So they score, but you can score on them. Arizona State only returns 4 defensive starters, by the way. Their leader is Merlin Robertson. It's a linebacker who's going to get a long look by NFL scouts. He can defend both the run and the pass. but that is one man out of 11. So I do think that if UCLA has the right frame of mind during the game, I think the Bruins should win. But this game and this tape is most definitely a warning. The Devils simply aren't the same team that faced USC a little more than a month ago. They're a lot more dangerous now. So UCLA, they need to keep their wits about them. Now, if you enjoyed this content, don't forget to like and subscribe to Faithful Angelinos. We do talk UCLA football here. Thank you for watching. I'm James. Faithful Angelinos is a Kia and Porta El Queso production. Take care.